Hello, and welcome to Build with Brick, the Palia series where we take the new building blocks and build with brick. How's it going? I am Brick, and today we are going to be doing a flowered archway. Again, if you had seen Mobile Gaming's last video, she has a flowered archway that we did. A lot of videos out there showing it, a lot of pictures, a lot of great inspiration. But the trying to figure out the how took a little bit of time. So hopefully this helps you understand how it's actually done. So first you have to start with a wall piece, a side piece with the new building blocks. I recommend the industrial wall shelf to start placing your blocks on, because that allows you to take it and turn it as needed to make your curved archway. For doing it with flowers, I would recommend highly to just do it all in one go. Don't make like two different sides and combine them together. But the big thing to remember is that the only place that you can actually place flowers on is the top piece right here. So you can take whichever type of flower that you have, and anywhere else it's going to be red except for on top. So the reason it's important to remember that is because what you're going to want to do is turn it to where now the top is facing you. So you go again, take a flower, and now you can place it whichever way that you are trying to place it. So we'll just go and do a little placement of flowers. I'm gonna do it all the way around, just to try to show exactly like, hey, they do go and will show everywhere. Don't mind the types of flowers I have. I am not big on collecting flowers in this game. But for the purposes of science, that's good. So when you turn it back, you'll have it like this, right? Now it's facing on this side. Big thing to remember, if you don't want to do it all the way around the block, so let's say you just want it on the face, as it is on Horrible Gaming's video, the thing you have to remember before you place the next block on top of this one is to turn it to face you. That way you can take your little makeshift ladder, which make sure your grid's back on, place that, and then you'll turn it back. So again, this is now what you would see on the front if you're going to just keep building the archway. So if you want it all to be on the face, every time that you place down a new block, you have to pick up the bottom one. It did it on its own and turned it, but you'll want to turn it back, rotate it again. That way this is now going to be facing upward on the same spot. Take some more flowers. All types of colors and designs. Let's go, let's go with this purple one. Yeah, that works. Place it back. Then if you, like I said, I'm going to do it on all of them just to show. But every time you have to grab it and turn. Grab it and turn. Comes back. Turn it again. And you turn this. So it's not the quickest thing to do in the game. That is 100% for sure. But it does come out looking really nice. What have I not? I haven't used this one yet. And one more time. All this is done in real time. I'm not speeding up any parts of the video. So that way everybody can get a glimpse of how long these things actually take. Obviously, if you have your flowers closer to you, you know, it might go a little bit faster than having to run over here, grab, run over here, and grab, run over here. But I want it to be as realistic as possible. So the thing is, right, like it's blocking, it's getting into all those. I always free float. That way, you know, I can get them into spaces. You know, let's take the small yellow one again. Because that should fit right here. Yep. Bring it back up. All right, now this is the front. I wanted to be sure I had just this one on there. That way I could always come back to it being on the front. So for that one that we did on Horrible Gamings, it is 3 high straight, and then we start to curve it. Obviously, you can go taller if you want it taller, shorter if you want it to like start doing an immediate curve. That's completely up to you. The method of doing this is still going to be the same. It's always going to be place one down, either rotate it depending on where you want the flowers to sit, or just start turning it automatically. So now I'm going to continue with just doing the front sides. So you're not sitting here all day. I think hopefully you get the point. So again, like I said, I like to free float it. You know, let's just use a bunch of these ones. They're big enough. Well, they'll show case space being used. Yeah. Okay. So like I said, the way I did it, we did it was 3 high and then started the rotation, the curve. So when we start to get into the curve, it's 2 clicks to that direction, right? Or I guess the opposite direction of what you want to go, because your block will always be put straight. So I'm doing a curve coming up, bending to the left, and then coming back down. So since I'm going to the left, I'm going to go 2 clicks to the right. Take my little makeshift stairs here. Make sure your grid is turned back on. Look at it, place it. And now, when you look at it this way, your curve has started. So if you want to get that curve to start having its own set of flowers, you move this one out of the way. You will need multiples of these, just so everybody is aware. I use 3 because as it gets taller and taller and taller with these curves, you're gonna have it go farther and farther, bending into the ground. I'll show you that obviously when it comes up. But because of that, you're gonna need extra space. We'll come over here. Grab some orange. Grab some purple. Pretty sure these are forget-me-nots. If I don't name the flowers right, I apologize. Like I said, I'm not a big flower person. Figure things out like this to try to help everybody out. Place it, turn it back. Now it's facing the right direction. Like I said, so it's 2 clicks. That's the original one. And we're gonna go 2 more clicks. Yeah, so like that, it showed up red. Every now and then that happens. Just maneuver it around a little bit and eventually it will turn yellow or green, depending on which color you see. I see yellow, but doesn't mean everybody does. And then you have your next bend. Also, Horrible Gaming and I added these onto it. right? So you can do it when you're done. You can do it in between each block. Completely up to you. I like to rotate them in between. Now for this one up here, which you can barely see the space in, definitely make sure you have your ladder to try to get as head on as possible. So that space is going to be right here. That way you can look at it and it gets placed. Because if you try to look at it from the ground, a lot of times it gets in the way of trying to see it and it turns red because of the flowers already there. Then we have the curve start. It just adds extra filler into it. So now we turn it back. Turn this back onto its side. Well, let's grab one of these. Boom. Isn't it lovely? Okay, so we are now on, we want to see on the back side. It's 1, 2, so we're on the third curve. So that's going to be 6 clicks to the side. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Press it down. Your handy dandy ladder. Grid on. Boom. Placed. Alright, we'll place stuff there. You know what? Let's go with, let's see if I can do this. Let's do a purple. See if I can get one of those big old white bushes in there at the same time. So we'll go purple as high up as I can. Go white bush. Nice. I like it a little bit higher on that white bush. There we go. Again, trying to figure out how to do this definitely took like, I didn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so like I was saying, you're gonna need that extra space because here it's already trying to go down. Now if I try to add it here, this one might work. Let's find out. Okay, so this one did. The next one, it won't, so you'll have to put the backing up on top. Turn all the way back around to its side. I really like these purple ones though. One of these days I'll look at what they're actually called, other than the purple ones. But yeah, so, you know, Purple Gaming had seen this and trying to figure out how, and I couldn't figure out how anybody got it on the front facing side. Which then meant now I need to know how they got it on the front facing side. Thus the venture of learning how to do this. Okay. So we'll turn it back. Grab one of these, turn our grid on, look at this, that way it pops into place. So we are at 2, 4, 6, 8, so now we need to go 10 clicks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, now it's all the way in the ground. That's why you need this extra height up here. And like I said, sometimes it takes a little bit to figure out where that's at. But eventually you will find the spot. Put that there. Something is in the way. Of course it is. Now, I'm not patient, so I won't try to sit there and find it. I will just grab it, bring this back down, and then go place it back on top. Let's see. Let's go with a green and... Oh, these are pink. Man, I said purple in the beginning, I think. Either way. Colors are colors, right? Let's go with another orange. Turn this back. Grab this. Back on top of there. Okay, so that was 10. So now we're going to go 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bring it back up. Just enough to get it out of the ground. Okay, now if you look, this is where it starts going back up in that straight line. So from here, you don't need to go past 12 while you're doing these. And unfortunately, you can't just look at the bottom and stack them that way. And unfortunately, it does not work out like that. Let's go purple to the side. Let's go tiger lily here. And a tiger lily there. A big bush right in the middle. Now before I get too far along to the finish, let's go and add some more of the logs. So like I said, sometimes it gets in the way. You don't always see them, but that doesn't mean that it's not there for that little nice pop. Unless you have it, overgrown like this. Like I said though, you can do it all the way around. So if you don't want to see any of the blocks aside from, what you can see on the ground, by all means, go ahead and put them all the way across. Nobody's going to be able to tell that they are even there. All right. Now for the next. Actually, don't forget, gotta put it back on top. We can go until it just comes all the way back around. Place that. That out of the way. Last set. One more spin. Put the last block down. Put one of those in there. Take this one back so that they match. Turn it. And now you grab that first starting block. The whole thing moves together because they're all connected. But then there is your flower archway. Again, as always, I appreciate you stopping by, liking the video. If you want to see more, again, don't forget, subscribe. And in the comments, go ahead and leave, any recommendations that you want to see of something else that you either don't understand how to build or that you want maybe a more in-depth version on it. And I'd be more than happy to make you another video. But until next time, take it easy, guys.